This isn't for investors or flippers or people that move houses every 3 years. This is for people who have lived in their home a long time, built memories, built families, and now you're wondering, what do we want to do next? Do we want to stay in this home for longer, or is it time to go? The hardest part of selling a home after you've been in it for many years is not the paperwork. It's not listing the property. It's everything else that comes before it. It's this: you don't know what has changed. You don't know what buyers are expecting. You don't know the process, what your home would be worth in today's market. And emotionally, it's so much bigger than when you bought the house. Before we continue with the video, I did put a link in the description if you want to set up a meeting with me. If you haven't purchased or sold a home since the powerhouses like Zillow and Homes.com and social media and buyer analytics have come into play, the marketing is completely different. It's a different market than whenever you did your last transaction. And those are the things that you really need to know when you're moving forward. Buyers search online first. They don't just call the agent and go from house to house. They don't just pop by open houses, which you can do that in the beginning just to get an idea of what's going on in your neighborhood. But everything is online, and online marketing, advertising, and analytics to see what is getting attention to your house are critical. And there are renovations you should do and renovations you shouldn't do. Over the last several years, I've noticed something. Typically, realtors rely on people buying, selling, moving to something different in the area. But lately, I would say last 3 or 4 years, I've noticed something different happening, and I see people selling their homes and completely moving to a new area. Whether they're moving from the suburbs to live by the water downtown in the middle of all of the restaurants, or they're moving out of South Florida completely to a different location in Florida that's less expensive, much quieter, or sometimes they're going back to where they originally are from, closer to family, because it's just that chapter in their life and it's time to do that. And so there's a lot of steps that I know because we just did the same thing. We just sold a home that we were in for 12 years and moved into a different home in a gated community with a much quieter, much different environment where we lived in near downtown Fort Lauderdale before. So we've been through it, and I want to tell you how we got through it, and hopefully these tips help you get through it. I created a guide for first-time home sellers, and if you just put the word first in the comments, we can send it to you. And that really helps you get through step by step how you plan and what things you should do and you shouldn't do to prepare your house to sell. The 3 biggest mistakes longtime sellers make are these. Mistake number 1 is pricing based on need instead of strategy. What you need and what the market will pay could be 2 different things. Mistake number 2 is over renovating and remodeling. You don't need a brand new kitchen in order to get top dollar. As far as renovations and remodeling, you always are better with fresh paint and good lighting, but your agent can guide you when it comes to whether you should actually do any kind of flooring or upgrading. Typically, as long as it's priced right and the people coming in feel like they can make it their own, that's not a bad thing. If you want to go top of the market, then I expect that you're going to have a recently remodeled property. So you have to decide how much money you want to put into it, and also make sure that you're going to get that money back. You know, what are your neighbors selling for? And if I can help you with that, your agent can help you with that, but we can let you know, here's what you should do and here's what you shouldn't do. But definitely don't spend money on things you shouldn't do. And try to take your personal emotions out of the things that you do. Keep everything very neutral. Mistake number 3 is waiting too long to plan. The best sellers start preparing 6 to 12 months before they list. Sorry to interrupt, But if you feel like my channel is helpful and you're getting useful information, could you do me a favor and please like and subscribe? It's free and it helps grow the channel so other people can find the same information. Now, here's one of the most important things when you're going through this process, and I hope this helps you, but get a storage. If you have a house full of things and you are not a minimalist and you have collected years and years of belongings and memories and things that you were saving for another time or saving for a family member, get a storage unit. It will keep you from having to make so many decisions all at the same time. You can just put it into storage and decide on those things later. Maybe you decide on them when you need to move them into your new house, and you can decide if you really want to take them with you. Also, if you are holding on to things for family members, talk to those family members and make sure they want you to hold on to them, because that keeps you also from having to make a decision about it. But a storage unit is definitely a lifesaver. It helps with decluttering. It helps with the emotional part of having to make decisions about all of your things at one time. If you're even thinking about selling in the next year, the time to start the process is now. Now is when you have to start the process, not when the sign goes up. You need time to get all of these things done. There will be a lot of emotions when you're making the decisions to declutter your home and have it ready for the market. You want to put your best foot forward, have the best photography, videography, somebody who understands running ads on your home so that you can be seen among all the other homes that are also listed for sale. I want you to feel confident about preparing your home for sale. And if you need my help, please reach out to me. I'm Melissa Carbonell. I am a realtor in South Florida, and I do help clients sell the family home and move on to their next chapter. Now it's time for you to create those future memories.